It's Turbo Turnup time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo Turnup time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now. It's Turbo Turnup time. The Black Tiger Miner live cast is starting now.
Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the Black Tiger Miner YouTube channel and the BTM Crypto News Network. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Let's go. And if you can see in the title, it appears Binance USA will be listing Turbo tomorrow. And you can see in the news, we get to it, it is deposits, and they're taking deposits now. So at some point, you're going to see Turbo pump like crazy, either this evening, tomorrow, or over the weekend. So let me know what you guys think about that. And let's get to some details. Let me turn the spotlight on and see where you're at in the chat. So let me know what you guys think about the Binance spot listing tomorrow and the deposits for Binance with Binance USA and Turbo. So you can see the 5-minute chart. RSI was down. Base RSI is down, but RSI is coming back up. You can see here on the 5-minute chart. Looks like we hit around 0.05 and started coming down. It came down for us to pick it up. We went down below the 0.054 and looks like we're starting to come back up. So maybe we'll get back to the 0.006 or maybe the 0.007. But we stayed around the 0.005. You can see here MACD crossed and we lost volume on the 5-minute. On the 15-minute chart, looks like we crossed and lost some volume. And the RSI base moving average is flat. And looks like regular RSI is starting to push back up. On the hour chart, it appears RSI also came down and coming back up. We had a big green candle in the 1 hour. And I mean, a big red candle in the 1 hour. Sorry about that. And we're coming back up and we're losing volume as well on the 1 hour. And we'll check the 4 hour. 4 hour chart also shows a big red candle. We came down. We were at the 0.006 May 12th, and we came down. Came down again. I'm not sure if this is a double bottom pattern. And if we're starting to come out of that, but it looks like we've been building volume lately. So I guess let's go over to Twitter and see what is going on. Let me see. You guys can even, if you can see that a little better. I'm going over to Twitter or X or Twitter X or whatever you want to call it. So this is the BTM Crypto News Network. Make sure you sign up for that to stay current on news, events, and any updates we might get in. We can pass it along to you guys. Looks like Bitcoin hit an all-time high today. So let's see here. Turbo cannot be stopped. Turbo to the moon and beyond. The top AI meme coin, you can see we hit 50,000 55,000 holders, and we are taking off for the moon. Moon or nothing. Millions or nothing. Turbo turn up time. Let's go. Turbo, turbo, turbo. Put a fire emoji in the chat if you know where it's at. Okay, so this is the actual announcement on Binance USA. Deposits for Turbo are now open on Binance USA. So just a matter of time before we start seeing a lot of green candles. Trading on Turbo USD pair will begin May 22nd at 7 a.m. EDT. I'm not sure what EDT is because it's not Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Daylight Time? I don't know how to look that up. Turbo's decentralized, community-owned meme coin project originally created as ChatGPT guided experiment. Learn more at Binance USA. And I think I already had that announcement open. But you can see here, Turbo US, Binance US. Turbo deposits are open. Oh man, open the article to close the article. That's weird. Let's see here. Shout out to the Roaring Toady. Turbo is launching on Binance USA. Starting May 22nd, you can trade Turbo on Binance USA Turbo / USDT. Deposits are open. Even better, Turbo is also available via Binance Convert, Earn, and Pay. Get Turbo on Binance, Earn, Convert, and Pay. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So this is the actual Binance USA page. This is today. We're excited to announce Turbo is now listed on Binance. Deposits for Turbo on Ethereum network is now open. Trading for USDT Turbo will begin tomorrow at 4 a.m. TDE and 7 a.m. EDT. What the freak is EDT, actually? Let's see here. Is EDP. What are they talking about? Eastern Daylight Time. Okay. Okay, that's weird. Okay, why don't you say Eastern Standard Time? Interesting. What is Turbo? We know what Turbo is, hopefully. Um, so just checking that out, the actual Binance announcement. So moving forward, incredible news. Turbo's finally listed on Binance USA. Let the trading begin. Trading on Turbo USD pair will begin May 22nd at 7 a.m. Daylight Time. So shout out to Sammy U and the Roaring Toady. There's also announcement on CoinMarketCap bot. New Turbo event, May 22nd. Source CoinMarketCow.com. And we just read that announcement. So this is Turbo is rising. Pure glow, fuel energy, clear direction. It starts now. This is Binance is everywhere today. I'm tripping. Bitcoin is everywhere today. New all-time highs making waves, and more new records are likely coming in months ahead. Turbo doesn't need to prove anything. When the next all-time high comes, it once again shows the power of being the world's first AI-generated meme coin. So let's go. All-time high for Bitcoin was 109. I'm thinking it might hit 110 this weekend or coming up. So we're just waiting for that to trickle across the crypto environment, right? As the Bitcoin comes in, people make some money and they move it around and they sell, and then they probably pick up additional tokens, right? If you made profit in Bitcoin, probably not going to cash out of the Bitcoin. You're probably going to keep the Bitcoin and convert it to something else in the biggest thing going currently is the Turbo token. So let me know if you agree in the chat. Bitcoin just hit an all-time high, but let's be for real for a second. The Turbo community was that the starred code in the matrix that just unlocked doors to new dimensions. More importantly, when will Turbo token break its own all-time high? Drop your thoughts in the comments. That's a pretty good question, actually. And this is again your main man BTM. Billions or nothing. Let's go. Once again, right, once upon a time, there was a yellow toad named Turbo. He bought Sweet Joy, heavy vibes, and a lovely community to crypto. Turbo is charged up and ready to rip. Shout out to Lynn Sanity and Crypto Geo. Toads don't just hop alone, they march together. Every like, share, and comment fuels the swamp. Support the fellow toads. That's how Turbo wins. Strength, unity, and family. This is Torg, Shatter the FUD, launched to the moon. Turbo is coded for multi-billions. Believe, work, focus. Linsanity, day 104, relentlessly pushing Turbo. This isn't stopping until we pass the multi-billion-dollar market cap. So shout out to Linsanity. So this is the holders crossing that 55,000 mark. Turbo, the vibe is electric in the Turbo community right now. Momentum is through the roof. Thanks for everyone creating wild art, showing love, and pushing each other nonstop. You don't find a more supportive cult-like crew anywhere. We're just getting started. Turbo to the moon. I like this image too. Turbo to the moon. Shout out to Turbo. And he is right, right? There's a lot of support, a lot of people helping the community as a whole. We are up and we are live on this Hump Day Wednesday, getting ready for the end of May, and June is just around the corner. General Turbo in full dress today. Turbo Army, Turbo Revolution ready for the next move. Turbo Token, meme coin, crypto. This is Crypto PBS. Turbo, soon headlines like this will become every day. Turbo Toad soars. Turbo hits new all-time high. He's right. I should have used that for the actually I'm gonna probably be using that for the what is that called? Thumbnail real soon. So let's just see if we can what the freak happened here. See if we can get that thumbnail ready because it is coming, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, toads and tadpoles. We are on the verge of making it happen, Captain. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Do you think Turbo is ready to take off? You think we are at the catalyst to launch it to the moon? And will the Binance USA listing help the Toad token? And this is Turbonator, and I like this image of the beautiful toad. I mean, I don't know, but this is actually pretty nice. Very amazing picture. So shout out to Turbonator. Sometimes the loudest voice isn't noise, it's power. A strong community echoes charts and trends. Turbo doesn't just move, we roar together. By far the strongest, boldest, most unstoppable force out there. And Turbo is definitely a force to be reckoned with, right? We will not be um we will not be flooded, right? We will not be stopped. We cannot be slowed down. The Turbo token is starting on a tear. That's a lot of T's, huh? And we are getting ready to take all the way off. It will be the first to list the star meme of the cycle? Will it be Bybit, official Upbit, or Robinhood? The clock is ticking, the world's watching. People are impatient, the energy is electric. One of you will steal the show. Who will it be? My bet is on Robinhood. Let me know in the chat if you know where it's at and who do you think will be the first to list. I guess these are mainly old. Hold on tight because someone is about to launch Turbo Speed. And I saw this yesterday, but I haven't even looked.
Abilities of AI are getting better. This is why AI is coming for your job. The capabilities of AI are getting better exponentially. Soon, there will be literally nothing that humans do better than AI. Not even technology PhDs are safe. Ask yourself, when millions will lose their jobs and identities, what will they do? They will join online global communities, the best of which will be tokenized. Communities and human-to-human connection is the only thing that AI cannot disrupt. As AI rises, some of these tokenized communities will skyrocket. This is why AI is coming.
Shout out to Murad. History is being murdered. Turbo is just a coin, it's a cultural artifact. Join the revolution, mint your place in history. This is Crypto Geo, day 16 of calling out Upbit, official Upbit. List Turbo on its exchange. And these are yesterday. We already looked at this announcement. Turbo be listed on Binance tomorrow with Turbo USD pair. Binance USA is a big trading platform, so the listing could make it easier for people in the US to buy and sell Turbo. More access often brings extra attention and money to the coin. Sometimes this can push the price higher for a short time, but Turbo is a meme coin and risky. People can sell to take profit after the first price jump. Be careful with the excitement. So shout out to Trading View and thanks for your concern actually, but kick rocks. Fartcoin is up 4.8. Baby Dodge is up 2.8. Ordinance up 8%. AIZBT is up 4.5. CAS is up 2. ZBCN is up 8.4. Toto is up 16.3. AIOZ is up 4.5. Jupiter's up 2.3. Litecoin's up 1.2. CAS is up 2.2. Snake is up 2.9. GigaChat is up 6.3. Luna is up 1.8. Archblock's up 2%. Virtual is 1.5. Turbo is up 1.6. Uniswap is up 4.5. CFX is up 4.5. AIZ16 is up 4.7. Fetch is up 7.3. I should have got the fetch when it was down. Bear is up 1.4. Mr. Miggles is up 1.5. Donk is up 2.9. Gala is up 3.8. With Dog with a Hat's up 13.2. Near's up 2.3. Ethereum Classic is up 2.1. Euro is up 2.3. Prime's down 5.4. Brett is up 2. Mog is up 7.5. XPX 6900 is up 3.2. Arkham is up 4.2. Flocke is up 3.8. XRP is up 0.3. Peanut is up 6.4. Let's see here. Hang on, I was just about to. Oh, yeah. Let's see something. Okay, so moving forward, Turbo is at 151.2 million market cap, down 0.27 in an hour. up 1.6. All-time high is 1.4 cents and currently at 0.005. So we still have plenty of room to grow there. So current holders is wow. Let's refresh this to make sure we get the newest number. Turbo token is 55,000 125 0.06. So or look at trader view. But if we look at the let's refresh this as well. This is the holder scan. Currently holder scan saying 55,127. So in the last 4 hours, we added 24 holders. You can see here our little holder scale is going up. So last hour we added 24. Last 12 hours we added 44. Last day we added 61. And these numbers are much higher than normal. One day we added 61. 3 days we added 167. 7 days we added 320. Last 14 days 664. And last 30 days 1,811. So the turbo token is definitely in the mix of the action. So Uphold has the most addresses actually. I do have mine on Uphold. What up, Turbo King? Where you been, bro? What you been up to? Hadn't seen you in a while. Where you been, bro? Binance is the number 2 holder. Actually, I didn't even know that. That's weird. This guy's 8.7. This guy is 5.3. This guy's 3.8. Gate IO is 2.8. And Mexi rounds the top 10. Hey, BTM fam, what is up, Ken? Is this listing is the important the turbo pump? Okay. Yeah, it's definitely important, right? Well, we're gonna see, right? We're gonna see how it pumps and what happens over the next couple of days. Share this channel, everyone. Let's go turbo. Thank you, Ken. Definitely trying to get the word out, right? Trying to spread excitement to the community, trying to get on and popping. So let's know what you think about that in the chat. So this is turbo on CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap is saying it is down to 66.9 mil won in volume, which is down 43% from the norm. Currently, we're at 370.4 million market cap, up 1.4%. You can see here it peaked and then came down. See if we can look at that at Trading View. Let me see. Actually, I'm going to look at the news. Blizzard Turbo. I'm glad. I wish good luck to everyone who's interested in cryptocurrency. Hope we have a closer to our dreams. Coin rally starts soon. 10 cents to 30 cents. Actually, I posted that. That's weird. Fasten your seatbelts. Think we'll check that out in a minute. Turbo's listed on Binance. So that is the move. Wait. By the end of the bull run, I'm going with 20 cents. Looks like 20 cents. Actually, looks like 10 cents is the winner there. These are just shilling other coins. Moving forward, Turbo is currently in 15th place. We've been stuck pretty much around this 15th place for a while. Right under Popcoin, Popcat. Popcat is 429.7 mil won. We're at 364.9 mil won. So hopefully we can start to push back up. Brett is 652.4 mil won. Mog coin is 472 mil won. XPX 6900 is 696.4 mil won. Form is 773. And who is invested in Form? What the freak is Form? Pudgy Penguin is Pudgy Penguin is 779.8. Fluke is 918.2. Dog with a hat is 697. Fartcoin is 1.2 billion. Who would imagine Fartcoin would keep pumping? This is where Turbo should be. We should be somewhere between Fartcoin and official Trump. Official Trump is 2.6 billion. Bonk is 1.5 billion. So Turbo should at least be in the billion rank. I don't know what's going on. If it's manipulation, is it just selling, or is there suppression? I don't know. Who cares, right? It's going to do what it's going to do. Let me know in the comments, when do you think Turbo is going to hit the $1 billion market cap? Pepe is 5.4 billion. SHIB is 8.4 billion, and Dogecoin is 32.9 billion. That's billion with a B, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Boys and girls, cats and dogs. So where are we? So this is the Aurora near protocol dashboard for Turbo. Currently, we have 80 accounts, 168 transfers. Total addresses is 326. I think we started looking at this, it was around 290. So it's definitely pulling more addresses. We got 46 tokens. Last time we checked Tuesday, we had 44. Total blocks is 15.5 mil won. Currently transactions is 3,600. Total contract. Okay, we grab a mess load. Total contracts is 154 and verified is 36. And I need to make a note to see if we can ask near I need to ask these guys too. I keep forgetting. The near protocol about helping verify contracts. And I also wanted to see the burn address. Somebody provided the burn address earlier, but I haven't checked. Man, I gotta find it. Somebody gave it to me a while ago. I'm still holding Turbo, XPX Hoppy. How's Hoppy doing? And Pig. Oh, and Retardo. And how is Hoppy doing? I was gonna ask you guys that because I've been checking. I haven't heard anybody mention it in a while. So this is going back to the 5-minute chart. Looks like RSI is not doing a whole lot. Had a MACD cross. We had a slight volume. 15-minute chart. Couple of green candles. But we had a pretty large red candle. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments. When do you think that it is going to push? Because the Binance listing should push. What up, Roaring Toady? What's going on, bro? What is happening, Captain? Go back up to 1.9. It looks like in the last hour, the word must be hitting across the exchanges that Turbo is here to stay, and Turbo is listed on Binance USA. Turbo train is moving, and those who want to get into the moon, get on ride the Gore-Tex train. I don't know about that one. Turbo is gonna blow. Bullish on Turbo. Oh, that's mine. Turbo is going to 10 cents. Okay, cool. Toad. It's Turbo time. It is Turbo turn up time. You think the dead wallet is 00, a lot of zeros, and E GO. So I might check that out to check to see if we can find that wallet. I did have it somewhere. Actually, I think it is on. Is it on here? Wait, where is it? Trying to look for that dashboard. Yeah, I thought it was on here somewhere. Let's see. If not, we can look at it later. I do remember somebody saying what the address was. Where? Hmm. Him tells me I wasn't supposed to do that. Let's go back. Oh man. Every time is how they get you, man. This is how they get you. Let me see if we can go back. Can I copy and paste this? I cannot. Well, that's bad. Hmm. Maybe we can gangster glide here and pull up the address. ED. Definitely not baby gangster glide. Nope. Maybe we can get an abbreviation. See, let's see. I got the. I'll look it up later. Checking this. Let's see what my main man, Trading Sniper has to say. Do a couple of videos while I try to find this address. I know I have it somewhere. See Roaring Toady. I think the Dead Wallet. I'm still way down on Hoppy. A tour on what to do, invest more to bring the average down or no. Personally, I would leave Hoppy alone, but maybe it might bounce back. I don't know. I'm not really trusting with Hoppy. I've noticed no one's talking about Hoppy anymore. People see, yeah, that's what I'm saying. People kind of just disappeared on Hoppy. That's what I was trying to see if there is any interest or anybody else talking about it. But just here to help you guys out, right? Tried to warn you maybe Hoppy wouldn't be the best investment, but we'll see. I could be wrong, right? Not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But let me see. Let me start this video. Let me see if I can find that burn wallet address.
Today, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen, today we're going to be talking about the one and only Turbo Coin. I'm super excited to get into the technical analysis. But before we do, shout out to our sponsor. Big shout out to Uber Eats for sponsoring this video. First 50 people get $20 off their first 2 meals, which means you can literally eat for free. Just use the code on your screen or the link in the description.
What was this? Yeah, no, but Pip. I would definitely get out of Hoppy, not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But generally, when people stop talking about it, the interest drops. And when that happens, it's kind of a slowly decline, right? I've been in several projects where once the interest dropped, the project pretty much disappeared, right? So let me know what you guys think. Let me get back to this video. I was tripping. I know I was doing in the middle of something and stopped.
Description below. Yeah, guys, seriously, if you just use that code, you literally get $40 worth of food for free, 20 times 2. So yeah, anyways, let's just jump right into it. So we can see that we are currently ranked 151 in the world with 370 million in market cap and 105 million in volume. If we go and look at the amount of holders there are, last time I checked, there was over 55,000. And you can see, yeah, we are consistently growing despite price kind of moving downwards and sideways. If we look at the chart, we can see that this is how we look like. So even though, in recent times we did break structure, right? We broke this structure over here. And the reason why this was so important is because that was the beginning of the shift, right? We respected this. We went below this. Boom. We were just consistently creating lower and lower points until very, very recently, right? Very, very recently, we can see that the last relevant highs was this area and this area, right? And the last relevant lows were this area. But we can see we did technically create higher and higher lows, right? Especially if we go on the 4-hour, right? The 4 hours painting a very, very nice picture, right? We had these highs over here. We had these higher highs. We had these lows. And then we had these higher lows over here. Boom, we went up, creating a higher high, right? And then recent times we went down. However, it already seems like Turbo wants to shift in momentum, right? And like I said, technically in terms of structure, it already has been. Now, could it technically even go a little bit lower down here and then go up? And would that still count? Yes, 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 yes. But we can see the last few hours have been just going sideways. Now, the reason why possibly Turbo has been going sideways and starting to go up is because Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, is looking to attempt to try to go to all-time highs. Okay, we can see that Bitcoin in recent times did fake us out at one point, right? When it had a huge engulfing candle, but then the next couple of hours were very, very slow and we started to recover. We can see that we did have a nice 4-hour candle close here on Bitcoin, right? Closing higher than this point over here. And I do expect Bitcoin to attempt to go to 109,000, potentially to 110,000 over the very next short while. Like I'm talking about probably over the next 2 days, there's going to be an attempt somewhere there. So what does that mean for Turbo? Well, if Bitcoin's going to go up, that means Turbo is also going to continue to go up. So this is what I would like to see from Turbo, is to just kind of continue the pattern, right? Continue the pattern of consistently creating a higher high, right? A higher high previous than the other high, and a higher low, right? Just simple fundamentals. Now, the one worrying thing is that altcoin dominance is potentially going to be dropping even lower than it is right now, okay? Now, the reason why I say this, it's a possibility because we can see that there was a nice resurgence in the beginning of May, but the next week we sold off and now we're kind of continuing to sell off slowly. If we do start closing below, like let's just say the 7.75 area, then we will most likely be going to the zone I've been talking about for months. Okay. Well, listen, that's okay because what this may cause is a minor pullback, right? A minor pullback. And if, worst case scenario, this happens, if Bitcoin drops a lot and then we also have this pullback, something like Turbo would just be discounted, which I'll show you the discount prices in just a second. But we can see every time there's been a big dip, the next couple of weeks have just been green. And that's kind of when altcoin season has started, right? Aggressive sell-off, and then we were a nice recovery, aggressive sell-off, and then a nice recovery. So yeah, we can see that this has been happening since a while now, right? Since a while. So this is the zone I'm looking for. If Turbo does like to pull back, let's just say overall over the next couple of days or weeks, then like I said, we will be looking at the 0.004 area as the main target to be buying, okay? And then we will also have a secondary buy target at, if we go to the monthly, at this zone over here. Okay. Now, I do think there's a little bit of a pullback due. I do think that, we will still most likely be going sideways overall. Because like I said in the previous video, but I'll say it again, over here, ladies and gentlemen, right, when we were losing momentum, we had a red monthly candle, which was just a retest. And then the next month after that was the biggest green candle we've ever had for Turbo. Okay. And it would not surprise me if we will have kind of a weak May. June might be a little bit pullback, a little bit whatever, right? We talk about how the altcoin dominance might be going down, this and that, and then huge pumps over those weeks, right? Huge pumps. It would not surprise me. Portfolio reviews, economic and global updates and news, frequent up-to-date technical analysis, and a very supportive community. Sell and buy calls and trading education is provided. If that sounds good, once we do start the pumps, I believe Turbo will be unstoppable. There's only just a few, checkpoints where we can really slow down. And that's roughly, at the 0.008 area, maybe a little bit lower, and then practically all-time highs, right? Practically all-time highs. So yeah, I am super optimistic about this coin. Right, generally right now, this is literally going to be the blueprint for this token, right? We see a little bit, most likely, of a retracement, right? We consolidate a little bit, break up, go above this zone, slow down, go here, go above this, go below like this, and then start breaking out. Like this is literally practically going to be the blueprint. Like I said, do not care about micro moves. I know you guys do enjoy them, but overall, like, I'm just super excited for this coin. Now, some people ask me, how high do I think this coin can go? I think at the minimum 10 billion, right? 10 billion is going to be roughly a 30x from here, a little bit less. So that would be, 10x would be like 15 cents more or less in terms of realism. Now, I am still going to do a full-on video in terms of its like final price prediction once we have everything down, right? Once we see a little bit more data, once we compare it to other meme coins, the money, I got to see some more global events. At that point, I'll make my final price prediction of what I think is going to happen. But I definitely think we will, like, worst case scenario, if this coin was kind of like doing whatever, was going to 10 cents. Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy now. But you got to realize a lot of coins are going to hit multiple billions in market cap, especially for meme coins. So yeah, it's just going to happen. It's going to be inevitable. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.
The stablecoin bill has passed, at least through the.
So shout out to the trading sniper. So I did find that phone address. Who is this? Turbo King. You appear to be correct. That is the right address. DBAD. But I don't see. I see transactions, but I don't see the total amount anywhere. So this is the balance, which is 12,000 Ethereum, right? 31.3 mil won, if I'm looking at this right. So I guess the mechanism is really starting to kick up. So I'm not 100% sure, but just came back to say you are right, and that's the right address. Got to do a little more research. Let's see what Wealth Hub
Back with
Magnet has
another
to
video
say.
on Turbo, and today we're going to be taking another look at what Turbo has been doing in the market, just giving you guys the regular updates on Turbo and what it could be doing next as well. We're going to be taking a look at the graphs, the community, and everything going on. So before we do start with the video, do make sure to hit the thumbs up button, drop a comment down below on what you think about Turbo, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. So let's get right into the video and head over to our screen. So we are over at our screen looking at Turbo again at about 0.2054, market cap $375 million million, and volume at $63 million. Also pretty decent. about 17% volume to market cap ratio.
Welcome back
So
to the channel.
again, pretty good volume to market cap ratio. And let's just refresh to just get the latest numbers. If we take a look at the weekly chart, we're down about 5%. Again, we did kind of mostly go sideways throughout the week. We did go a little down, but after that, we were mostly kind of just consolidating. Monthly, we're still up more than 150%, which is again still pretty good. We had a crazy rise in the beginning of the month, and then it just kind of is consolidating and trying to find its basically next way up. And if we take a look at the chart actually, and if we take a look at the graph it's forming, it was kind of just hitting this uptrend, and then it did actually break out to the downside, and currently it's still kind of playing out this pattern. But we can see it does look like it's starting to come back from that, because it's making higher and higher lows. So this could be the turning point of turbo once again. And again, if that happens, our next price target, or market cap target, I should say, 450 to 500 million dollar market cap, which if we just again translate it to price, that would be around about 0.206 to 0.207 and a half, basically. uh, but still looking pretty solid. It does look like it could still kind of reach those prices again. But even if we look at the long term, it still looks like it's on track to again making new all time highs. This is what happens every time we obviously have the first big waves. We had this really basically the first big wave of turbo back in May of 2024, May and June of 2024. And then we did do pretty good. Again, these are still pretty crazy numbers. And then starting from September all the way to October, we had this another crazy rally. And then in November and December, we had the basically the all-time highs that did go almost to $1 billion market cap. So again, these are absolutely crazy number of rallies. A $1 billion market cap is but by no means any small number. And if Turbo can reach those numbers, Turbo can definitely go even higher than that. And it does look like it's going to very soon. By the pace it's going, and by the charts and the looks of it, it does look like we are making that comeback. We're trying to get those pumps back in, and hopefully we will hit new all-time highs very soon. And if we take a look at what the community is saying, 91% of the community is still bullish. Turbo just fired up to 0.2055 with the sizzling 12% gain. That's a real ignition after dipping to 4873, is bouncing back like a beast and holding strong. Turbo token started as an ambition and experiment in cryptocurrency fueled by the power of intelligence. It's a platform for creators and innovators and developers across the globe. The holders continue to push up, and this is another crazy big news. We have surpassed 55,000 holders for Turbo, and that is an absolute milestone. And again, it does have to update in coin market cap, but 54.96k is what it's still showing. But 55,000 holders, that is absolutely crazy numbers from a project that started just as an experiment, and just with a budget of $69, experimenting with ChatGPT and a bunch more stuff, to it reaching 55,000 holders, almost $1 billion market cap. We could already imagine how much of bigger potential this still already has left in it. And most likely in this upcoming bull run, it will be the next big thing. So that was about it for this video, guys. In this video, we did take another look at what Turbo has been doing. And again, it just surpassed 55,000 holders, much more to come, and a lot more that Turbo still has.
So shout out to Wealth Hub Magnet. Moving forward, this is the main man, Ro. I was trying to see, but haven't found any other videos. So we're going to play this video real quick with Ro.
guys are having a beautiful day. I know that this week has been a little good in the crypto markets. Bitcoin, teeter-tottering around all-time highs, kind of just teasing us there. And Ethereum still lagging a little bit behind, but the markets overall are looking pretty good. And I hope you've been accumulating turbo because honestly, guys, you have been getting a pullback that I know a lot of you wish that you got earlier. Listen, if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Ro. I've been in the crypto market since 2017, learned a couple things, and I'm here to kind of relay that information over to you guys. This channel, just as not like a quick brief glimpse of it, is basically a lot about faith and crypto. Okay, I'm rooted in my faith in this channel. So if you appreciate that type of content, make sure you subscribe, like today's video, and hit the bell notification, guys, so you never miss out whenever I upload. I also try to do 2 to 3 uploads and try to go live. Hopefully, you guys can catch a live stream from me today, depending on if I have time. With that being said, though, let's hop into today's video. Also, super exciting, guys. Channel is almost at 15,000 subs. Very, very excited. But yeah, let's start with the markets. Recap here, turbo right now in the last 24 hours up 1.85%. Volume has plummeted, okay? Volume has clearly plummeted. You can see here down 56.42%. The fact that the market cap is still holding up, though, is a good sign. Now, what does it mean when volume dips that low? It simply just means, guys, there aren't a lot of people trading, either buying or selling it. Literally, a little tokenomics 101 is how it works is volume is how much money is in the pool, right? Like if they're buying or selling, you're going to see the volume go up. And obviously, guys, the more money that is in the liquidity pool, the more that you're allowed to sell, if that makes sense. Here's the thing. If you had a low market cap project and the liquidity pool only had, let's say, $20,000, and you sold bags that you had for $10,000, guys, you are going to absolutely destroy that chart, right? That's kind of what happens. Now, obviously, Turbo, ever since last summer, has constantly been doing volume of over 100 million, which is insane. Majority of that volume looks like it's coming from Binance, Gate.io, not too much coming from Coinbase, actually, which is surprising because you think that a lot of people would be buying it on Coinbase. I remember we had this whole big fear about, oh, New York is delisting, blah, blah, blah. Well, after New York delisted, it seemed like everything was starting to pick back up again. So maybe a New York delisting was what we needed. Now, guys, I did want to mention, if you guys do want to know what cryptos I am currently buying and selling, make sure you check out the Meme Coin Master. We actually called a play on there. Did it easy, a light little 2x, but hey, who doesn't love 100% gain? If you also want access to exclusive videos such as exit strategies, portfolios, even review your portfolios, make sure you join it up, guys. It's amazing to be a part of a community right now. Honestly, I recommend everyone is a part of a community, whether that's my one or not. I just recommend that you guys kind of get that guidance from people who have already made it in the crypto space. Now, Turbo, nothing has changed about it, right? I talk about this every day. If you guys appreciate, daily Turbo uploads, if it makes you feel better about your project, if it makes you feel better that, hey, there's a YouTuber out there, a very handsome young brown individual on YouTube that talks about Turbo, makes you feel a little bit better, then hey, feel free to subscribe because I'm always talking about Turbo. Again, the thing that sets Turbo apart, in my opinion, is the fact that it's the first AI-generated meme coin. It encompasses AI, but not to a crazy extent, right? It's not like some crazy AI agent, which is what I like. Because honestly, guys, to be honest with you, I'm not too much of a fan of the whole AI agent stuff where they track Twitter or like they'll track sentiment, they'll spit out reports to you and stuff like that, or they'll make their own token, or like I'm not really a fan of that. I don't think we need that in crypto. I think that people just start getting into something like that because of hype. But I think meme coins are the ones that really bring communities together, right? The artwork, merchandise, or putting Turbo on like a mug, things like that is what bring the community together, and it makes other people from literally ever over the world, guys, feel involved. I mean, if you didn't know, some of the exchange listings that we have for Turbo is literally worldwide, right? There's some in the Philippines, there's some in India, there's some in South Africa, there's ones in New Zealand, all over Europe, guys, all over the West. I mean, guys, it spans everywhere, right? If you want to buy Turbo and you are living somewhere in Africa, somewhere in Australia, if you're living, somewhere in wherever, you could probably go ahead and buy Turbo, which is super cool, very accessible to a lot of people. Not only that, guys, you guys know, big collaboration with Aurora Labs and Near Protocol, where they came out with Turbo Chain and Turbo Swap. Now, Turbo Swap, mind you, every time you do use it, a certain amount of Turbo gets burnt as well, which again, I think is super cool. OTC trading, that's very interesting. I did not even know that you could do that. That's basically over-the-counter trading for those that do not know. Now, over-the-counter trading does not affect the price on the charts too much. Now, as you guys can see here, I was kind of saying I want the price to bounce off of this area at the 205, hopefully maybe bounce towards the upside, and I think that is what we are seeing, guys. Or again, regardless, still holding well in this area, which is what we like to see. Now, this is on the hourly time frame. I don't really like to check the hourly because I'm more of a long-term holder. If you guys are leverage traders, then yeah, the hourly will be great for you. But you can see here, guys, every time we try to break towards that 206 mark, we have gone heavily rejected, right? You can see this candlestick, not a close, but a wick towards the top, that, and we got rejected. We closed within that, in that range here. I like to trade based off of ranges. But again, guys, we are finding support at this area, which is good. And with the market trending towards the upside, I do believe, guys, it's a matter of time until we start our ascent towards that upside. And from here, right, let's just say to the middle of that zone, here's about a 16% gain. So hey, leverage traders, you might want to do something with that. Not financial advice, of course. Now, one thing I do want to clarify and specify, guys, make sure you follow Turbo over on X. So you're not just getting the information from me, right? You're getting it straight from the team, straight from the community. One thing I love about Turbo is how bullish the community is. I mean, you could just tell if you post something over on X with the ticker symbol Turbo, guys, you will get a lot of engagement. Smart Toad hold Turbo, wiser ones meme while they do it. Absolutely. And not only just that, guys, you posting over on X is you literally marketing for your bags, right? Same way that I make YouTube videos every single day. Not that I do it for my bags. I literally do it because I love the project, and I think the community has shown me amazing support on these videos. So I'm going to keep on doing them. But you need to understand that as you post on Turbo, over on X, over on Reddit, over on YouTube, you're going to get more retail investors to kind of check it out. Be like, oh, this thing has a lot of hype around it. Maybe I should check it out. And that's the easiest way to bring more life into your project. Turbo holders about to say Turbo changed my life. Literally, guys, breaking over 55,000 holders. Absolutely massive milestone. Literally, guys, Turbo is everywhere for me. I hold it. I hold a big bag of it. Talk about it a lot over on my Discord. Talk about it a lot in real life. My car has a twin scroll turbo on it. Pretty cool. Turbo is everywhere. Like, I absolutely love it, guys. But with that being said, Turbo family, I did want to say thank you for your love and support. And also, one more thing. Again, like I said in the beginning, if you do want that extra guidance, that is something that you would like to consider.
So shout out to Row, one of the hardest working guys in the Turbo Toe community. The video every day. Let's go. So this is Ben Crypto. He just
Welcome
started
back to the
making
channel.
Turbo videos, but let's see what he has to say as well. That's not what I was trying to do. Let's see here.
Turbo Army, one of my favorite communities in crypto. I hope everyone is having a good Monday. It's been a minute, about a week since I have done my last Turbo video. It's because for part of the time I was at Futurist Conference in Toronto. It was a great time. Met some great teams, other influencers, just general crypto people. I highly encourage everyone to go to conferences if you're in the space and you've never been to one before. Regardless of that, the Turbo price action last week has been rather flat, but the good news is we are holding our gains from earlier in the month, and we're up 10% on the day. And before we get into the charts, remember this YouTube channel is sponsored by BTCC. This is my favorite crypto exchange, fully available for people in the US, Canada, Europe, and everywhere else. If you go through my sign up link at the top of the description area right there, you get up to $10,000 in bonuses that can be used to cover stuff like trading losses, trading fees. So definitely check it out. Now dive into the Turbo chart. And Turbo is at a clean 380 million market cap. Currently, it actually touched 440 million right here last week, which is a clean 4x up from the local low. The Turbo set about 6 weeks ago in early April. This coin actually touched 100 million MC. So if you had the balls to buy then, you would be up big. I always say balls because when you buy the dip like this, you know that it's going to turn up at some point. The price is going to go up, but you don't know. It could be tomorrow, could be a month, could be 2 months. And having the patience and discipline to sit through that is much easier said than done. But the bottom line is when it's a blue chip meme, you know it's going to turn up eventually. And when it does, it turns violently up. And now we are holding these gains very nicely. You can see if you connect 3 touch points, it's a convert, it's a bullish confirmed trend. So we have 1 touch point, 2 touch point, 3 touch points. Those all go up in a line, and we have upward momentum. That is what we like to see. Now let's see how Turbo is doing against the meme class. So here we're up about 10, 11% on the day. Memes are only at 4.5% in the day, so Turbo looks like it's slightly outperforming. Now let's compare it to the ETH meme specifically. So Nero on ETH is the top Ethereum meme today. They're up 14.5%. I'm not really sure why they are pumping, to be honest. Haven't looked into it, but other than that, it looks like Turbo is number 2. So Vader AI, that is on Base Chain. Comedian, that's an ETH one, so that's the number 2 best performing. No, excuse me. Comedian is Solana. Tickcoin is Solana. Rect is on Ethereum. Lofi is on Sui. And there's Turbo. So Turbo is the number 3 best performing meme on Ethereum of the day. So things are looking pretty good. Now let's move on to the latest developments with this project. And here is the Aurora Protocol dev talking about his experience working with the Turbo team. Give it a listen.
We were connecting with them and checking in whether they would be willing to launch a chain, and they just did it. So now there is a Turbo chain that is launched on top of the Aurora stack. It is available right now, and builders are building there. They are very focused on creators. They're very focused on different NFTs. There are multiple meme coins that are launching right now.
So yeah, as you can see, Turbo, they built their Turbo chain on Aurora Protocol. That's what Aurora is used for. And the Aurora dev, he just great vibes, super helpful. He loved working with the Turbo team. When you have a supportive ecosystem in general, anyone who joins that ecosystem is the same way. And those are the projects that I like to cover on my channel. While we're on the topic of good vibes, check out the latest memes from Turbo. We are riding the wave of good vibes, catching some sunshine and sending some happy splashes your way. It is almost summer. I was right on the beach myself, looking forward to that. Turbo is the vibe star general. Fall in line or fall behind. It's got a nice ring to it. Here is Turbo drifting through unknown waters, greeted by unlikely friends. Even the vast seas, connection finds you. So again, it all ties in with good vibes and then some summary stuff, and Turbo likes the water. Now let's see what crypto Twitter is saying about Turbo. So it looks like Turbo just hit 55,000 holders. That must have been in the last day or two. Here they are, 55,050 holders, which is good because holder count can go down. You might not know, but if more people are selling than buying, the count goes down. So to have a coin that's still at around 300 million, very high, and the holder count continuously going up, that is a good thing. Turbo holders know how to hold. They are not rotators. What else do we have? This guy. This is why I hold a meme with a heavy bag. When the market is down and going sideways, Turbo is taking a nice pump, much higher for the toad. And indeed, on his sort of watch list, the only coin that is in double-digit greens, a couple coins are up 1% to 2%. The only one in double-digit greens is in Turbo. And check out my meme coin watch list on CoinGecko. The only one of the 9 coins I have on this that's in the green is Turbo, up quite a bit in the green, 9%. Every single other meme, Pepe, Farcoin, Brett, SBX, Baby Doge, Tickcoin, etc., they are all in the red. It's always good to have a coin bucking the macro trend. Now, a bunch of TA said this right here. Turbo, if we flip this level, the level is at about 0.00065, which equates to like 475 million market cap, something like that. So that appears to be a key sort of a resistance level. And then if we can break that, it certainly appears that we are off to the races, maybe into the $1 billion market cap. Then here's some more TA right here. After almost 26 days of sideways chop, Turbo just printed a clean bounce off key support, structure holding, liquidity building. Looks like it's finally ready to send. And yes, it was about 26 days of chop right here. And the fact that it's held it, as I've said, that is massively bullish. We're not going down, so it's either more chop or it is going to bounce back up. That's it for now. Turbo Army, best community in crypto. Drop a comment down below. Hit the like, subscribe button. Let me know your price target. Let me know anything else you have to say about the best community.
So shout out to this guy. What is this? Ben Crypto. I guess we'll squeeze a couple more videos in. Let's see here. I guess we'll go with this guy.
on Turbo Gang. Looks like Turbo is setting up for another massive rally, as up over 10% on the day. What can we expect from Turbo? And are we going to see Turbo blow past a 10-cent price prediction? That's what it's looking like. As the markets are heating up, we've seen Bitcoin pass all-time highs yesterday. Things are looking insane. And here's everything you need to know about what's going on with Turbo. But before we start the video, I want to ask if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Starting this off with the technical reports, as the technicals are looking pretty bullish. Turbo, after a strong rally, now getting ready for another bullish rally, forming bullish flag, expecting 30-35% after a successful breakout. Again, we're up nearly 10% on the day, getting closer to that $400 million market cap. On the week, we're about neutral, and on the month, we're up over 169%. Looks like Turbo's gearing up to blow past all-time highs. And can we realistically see Turbo hit 10 cents from here? That's what it's looking like as the community is getting more and more bullish for Turbo. Let's see what's in store. Okay, Turbo with over 100,000 followers on X. Looks like they got more memes. The first AI-generated meme coin powered by community. This is how it started. And we see the collaboration with Aurora. In a recent interview, Alex shared how the Turbo token chain came to life, easy and simple, the way it should be. Again, very bullish. We see Turbo posting more memes and just community outreach, which is good. That's one thing. This project has been so on top of building community, which has made it a standout interview. Alex shared how the Turbo token chain came to life, easy and simple, the way it should be. Again, very bullish. We see Turbo posting more memes and just community outreach, which is good. That's one thing. This project has been so on top of building community, which has made it a standout project. Turbo just vibed into metaverse. Is this crypto rave or intergalactic garage sale? Either way, he's overdressed and over to the moon. Again, just posting silly memes, engaging with the community, a ton of AMAs, a ton of spaces, which is great to see that they're in that community building phase. Two epic spaces are lined up, hosted by legendary Matt Boy. Again, those two spaces, and this is already passed. But again, just dope to see how they're really connecting with the community. Talking about community bullish overhead. Like we saw 35% flag pattern expected to break out soon. We're seeing after almost 26 days of sidewalk chop, Turbo just printed a clean bounce off key support, structuring holding, liquidity building. Looks like it's finally ready to send again. And can we see the send to 10 cents? That's what we're hoping for. The next leg higher for Turbo, where most millionaires are made. Buckle up. I know all my guys holding Turbo are getting very bullish for this, as it's setting up to be the next big play of the cycle. In just a few short months, when Turbo has done 25x or so, there are going to be people who will flood in to buy Turbo token at 10 cents. And they'll say, wow, I wish I bought this at half a penny. Now's your chance. Don't wait. It's your last chance. Especially the way the crypto market's gearing up, guys. And we're about to see some crazy pushes with prices. Again, yesterday, Bitcoin blowing past all-time highs, currently trending in at number one. Fear ingredients in greed, market up 3.3 trillion, market up 1.2%, volume up 40%. This is perfect positioning for the market, as we're definitely setting up for an altcoin season. Again, it's absolutely insane to see Bitcoin had blown past all-time highs just yesterday. Looks like it might rip past all-time highs again today. Crypto is printing, and I don't want you to miss out. So make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. As we're about to enter altcoin season, we're going to see a crazy wave for all meme coins, not just Turbo. And we can see this one absolutely rip, regain top 100 status in terms of cryptocurrencies, and just absolutely take over the crypto world. The Turbo community is a strong community, very loud and vocal, which is something I like to see. Again, I've been covering Turbo for so long now. And again, this one's absolutely going to rip. It's available to buy pretty much everywhere at this point. Binance, Coinbase, OKX, you name it. I've even made a video, June 9th, saying to buy before the listing. I've just been absolutely bullish for Turbo, and I see a solid future ahead for Turbo. And we're going to continue to cover this gem very closely. So make sure to subscribe button to stay tuned with all the Turbo related news. And that wraps the video. Like always, guys, remember, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and due diligence before investing any money in the crypto.
So shout out to Umar, I guess that was. And we're going to end with VLC Network.
back to the channel. This is a mega update on Turbocoin. This could be your last chance to buy. This is a massive opportunity at the moment. I'm going to explain why shortly. And I haven't posted an update on Turbo in quite some time, but this opportunity is so important, I had to update right away. Now, for those of you that are wondering, why is Turbo going to break out? Price has been pretty flat. In fact, if you bought this project last year, right, you're starting to see your profits return. If you bought this, let's just say at the start of May, well, you're in a slight profit, but price is ranging and you want to know what's actually happening. So why are we going to see a breakout? Now, for those of you that are new here, there's a strong correlation between Bitcoin and altcoins. When Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go up. When Bitcoin goes down, altcoins tend to go down, right? And we've just seen Bitcoin surpass $105,000 and is now approaching its all-time high at $109,000. Once that breakout happens, you are going to see the best meme coins, the best altcoin projects start to explode, right? Now, of course, we do need to see Turbocoin make its way above the range, which is at 0.0006823. We actually think that happens hopefully this week, depending on Bitcoin's price action and obviously the overall meme coin market. But the good news is, just based on a small upside move, Turbocoin's actually up 6% so far for the day. The market cap value is at $363 million. That means even if you're watching this video for the first time and you didn't have any entry in Turbocoin, there's still a massive opportunity here. Now, if you bought this at the lows, congratulations. We gave out these free buy calls at the lows. If you missed it, it means you're not subscribed to the channel. So make sure you subscribe so you do not miss out on another free buy signal on Turbocoin. But if you're watching this right now, the good news is once this resistance area is broken, we should make our way back up to all-time highs on Turbo. And from where we currently are now, that is a 174 percentage point move. What does that mean? That means $1,000 right now at a buy makes you almost a $2,000 profit once price goes back up to all-time highs. Now, I would like to say I'm fairly confident, again, not financially advised, that we should see Turbocoin at least go back up to all-time highs before the market peaks again. That's fantastic news because it means even those that bought at all-time highs should end up at a break even or in a profit. So that means almost every single person in this community will be in the green within the next few weeks once we see that price move back to all-time highs at 0.00014454. And if you bought from my lows, you'll be up an 8x. For context, $1,000 makes you over $7,000 profit. Not bad considering we gave this call out towards the end of April, right? But let's continue. Now, of course, that's just the start of the journey. Now, I want to make it clear to all of you, right? The market is going to break out. Turbocoin should break out. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is a product that I do believe can hit over a $3 billion market cap, right? It's currently at $364 million market cap. I believe it can go over 3.6, which is a 10x, 1,000% gain from where we currently are now. But the magic question is, when does this happen? Because I've given you guys a few target areas. For example, once we break all-time highs, our next price target's at 0.019615. That's our major price target. This is the area where I would start being a bit paranoid. Why? Because we could see the overall market sell off. And when that happens, all cryptocurrency projects will sell off no matter how good it is. So even though I believe Turbocoin could achieve a 10x from where it currently is, can surpass a $3.6 billion market cap, there's still a scenario where price may reverse beforehand, right? So from where we currently are now, that would be a 275 percentage point move. And then we could see price sell off. Now, if that's the case, what do you need to do? Well, I know I'm planning to do. I'll actually be selling my Turbo coin. I'll wait for price to crash again, and then I'll buy back in at the lows. Again, as you can see here, that was the best strategy. So for those that bought in 2024, the best strategy
Quarter crawler, where you been at? Been a minute, bro. But guess we'll shut it down. It's hour 15. Thanks for joining. Thanks for supporting your main man BTM and the Crypto News Network. Thank you for all the love, support, advice, and help with the Crypto News Network and help you guys stay in current. It's not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. Just want to help you guys keep from taking a lot of the losses we took when we first started investing and kind of directing you in the right path so you can create generational wealth and make money versus being like some of these guys are just throwing money at bad projects and losing, right? Trying to help you avoid a lot of these pitfalls. But thanks for joining. Have a happy hump day. Might come back tonight with a Caspa video. Haven't done a Caspa video in a while. But I guess we're shutting it down. And remember to be you, right? It's okay to be different, okay to be weird. Okay to follow your own drum. But in that case, it's your man BTM signing out. Remember, let's get back to the money. And as always, stay dangerous. Miner out.